Be blessed by the divine. How meditation helps. I have been a Kundalini meditator for the last about 34 years. In fact, 1984 is when I learned this meditation. My Kundalini was awakened by our Guru in Coimbatore when I was in college. Ever since, it has helped me in various ways. In this video, I will try to list down how specifically it has been helping me for so many years. First and foremost, meditation helps me to go to a subtler, calmer, alpha state of mind almost instantaneously. When I start meditating, I start at Ajna Chakra, for instance, and within a few seconds, my brain starts to function at an alpha level between 8 and 13 cycles per second. There is no tantra, there is no mantra, there is no chanting, there is no breathing control, there is no difficult yoga postures involved in the Simplified Kundalini yoga system. So therefore, it becomes easy for me to just close my eyes, and within a few seconds, I feel the pulsation of my life force in between my eyebrows at the Ajna Chakra. The moment I start to feel the life force there, my mind calms down. So that, I think, is a significant help for any human being. No matter what stress you are in, no matter what environmental conditions you find yourself in, or what kind of life's challenges that you may find yourself in the middle of, instantaneously, if you can actually relax and calm your mind, that is a huge starting point for us to succeed in our life. Second, meditation helps me to remain at the alpha level of frequency, especially when I move from Ajna Chakra to the Sahasrara, Duriya Crown Chakra meditation. I do it for about 15 minutes or so, and then I conclude. The effect of that calmness lasts for at least 8 hours. By the time, again, you are, I sit and meditate in the evening. So it lasts throughout the night, and first thing in the morning, again, we meditate. So practically throughout the day, your mind is likely to remain pretty calm and peaceful. So this is benefit number 2. The benefit number 3, once I meditate, I also oftentimes sit and introspect. Over the years, the introspection practice have become a second nature for me, I should say. For instance, when a negative thought arises in my mind, immediately I first come to cognizance with that. I recognize that. I realize that perhaps this particular thought will lead me to pain for self or others, now or in the future, physically or mentally. So 90% of the time, I think 90% of the effort that a man needs to put in to change himself starts with recognition of that problem. The moment I know that there is a problem, there is a negative thought, life becomes easier for me to start changing myself. Now, once I recognize that thought, the next step is to superimpose. Now, it's easier said than done. If you have an empty pot, you need to fill it up with water, they say. Likewise, if I have a negative thought, to remove the negative thought, the simplest approach would be to replace that with a positive thought. Let us say that there is an old habit of mine which I need to change, say smoking habit of mine that I wanted to change during the college days. I had to replace the smoking habit with something like a pranayama technique, which would help me to become healthier, better, more energetic, and it would get me away from the smoking habit. Now, to superimpose that pranayama technique or the breathing, neuromuscular breathing technique that our Swamiji taught, or even a meditation technique that Swamiji taught, to keep myself calm and away from stress, I don't need smoking. So to realize that and to superimpose that and to allow my own mind to choose that as a natural first reaction whenever the mind starts to want to smoke. Let's say when it is under some stress or when it wants to distract itself, or just pure out of habit or pure out of instigation of friends. Other people are smoking, I want to smoke. In such circumstances, the new thought that I need to meditate should become a second nature for me. And therefore, that should come up stronger than the old habit. Meditation helps me to do that. The fourth thing that it does is meditation helps me to choose the right desires. Desires that can be fulfilled. When fulfilled, will not hurt me or others now or in the future, physically or mentally. By once again keeping my mind calm and observing my mind and understanding the strong thoughts that could otherwise be called as desires, thoughts that motivate me to act on them immediately, or perhaps what I would like to call them as desires. By selecting the right set of desires, my energies are conserved. I only focus on those few desires that are necessary for us to survive in this planet and do our duty by our family or by the society and work towards peace in this world. The fourth one is it has helped me significantly, continues to help me to neutralize anger or avoid anger. The sixth one is essentially to avoid or completely eliminate, eradicate, I should say, stress or fear or worry, as you might want to call it as. I have completely gotten rid of that over the years, and I've become constantly vigilant of any of these negative thoughts that may come. Apart from these, it also helps me to get rid of my sin imprints. What is salvation? Salvation is about cleansing your genetic center of sin imprints. And last but not the least, it helps me to realize myself that I am a part of the primordial force. I am a fraction of the totality. I am a characterized form of the almighty force. The fraction demands, totality supplies. Be blessed by the divine.